This is a really chilled one I'm doing. Um, I did another live today and it didn't go exactly as planned. It wasn't a bad live or anything. It went okay, should I say. But I felt like I wanted to talk a little bit more. I felt like I wanted to just communicate with the community a little bit more. Hence the reason I've decided to come back on for today, should I say. I don't usually do this, but I feel like doing it, so I'm going with it. Of course, so obviously, if you don't know my name already, my name's Brad. Hi, Yorick. How are you? How are you doing, Yorick? How's life? How's it going? Um, I enjoy playing that snooker game, by the way. It's good. I've played it a couple of times as well. I've been practicing a little bit. There's some really good players on there as well. I've been beaten a few times, but I suppose that's the good thing. It makes you better, doesn't it? Yeah. So, how are you anyway, Yorick? Hope that you're okay. So yeah, as I was saying, this is just a live. This is episode 48. This is an extra one. It's a community It's like, let's slow down together. A community conversation. I do talk about a lot of heavy things a lot of the time, and I think it's important. I think it's interesting. Sometimes, like, it can be too much. It can be too much for anyone talking about deep things all the time, man. So it's nice to just chill out and just relax and take it easy, especially on a Sunday. So I'm just doing an extra live today because I feel like doing it. So I'm going with the flow. Yorick saying, yes, you're definitely getting better. Yeah, I've got a little bit better. I've still got a bit to go, though. But it's a nice game, that. It's enjoyable. It's Moorish, isn't it? I like playing chess as well. I play chess quite a bit. I'm decent at chess. I'm not the best, though. If I'm honest, I could be better if I put my mind to it. With regards to chess, I like playing chess, so I like that game as well. I try and I find computer games and games to be. I love playing them. All types of games. I did it growing up as well, but I get very addicted to them because I enjoy them. So I try and limit my time on them because I only have so much time. But if I could, I'd do it all the time. It's a nice activity. It's a good way to not, in a way, it's a bit of escapism, isn't it? It's a good thing. A bit of it's a good thing, I think. Yorick saying, get the game. The one about snooky game that we're playing. Your game keeps crashing on my iPad through, though. Maybe need to reinstall it. If I don't stop, might have to stop, uninstall it. Yeah, we're at the mercy of technology sometimes, Yorick. It can be a pain, can't it? On how it responds, etc. So, anyway, so this is going to be a live vlog. This is a live vlog. My name is Brad. It's the Inspirational Ambivert channel. This is a slow down together community conversation. I'm going to ask how everyone's been this week. I'm going to ask a few questions, but if you guys want to dictate the flow of the conversation, if you've got anything you want to bring up, if you've got anything you want to talk about, if it's chilled out, it doesn't matter what it is, go for it. There's no pressure. I've got my notes here, but it's just a few questions I'm going with. How has everyone's week been? Let's go with that. How's your week been? How have you felt this week? Go with that. I'll have a little sip of water or whatever. Yeah, we're at the mercy of technology sometimes, Yorick. It's frustrating, I bet. But it's frustrating, absolutely. I think it's I don't know, Yorick. I don't know the full ins and outs, but I don't know if you could, like, I don't know how you could. I don't know. Could you expand on that? So you're playing, like, say, you're playing me on there. Let's say, could we expand on that? Is there anything else that you could do with that, with regards to content creation, with like a collaboration in a way, to an extent? Maybe I'm just thinking outside the box here. I don't know how it all works with regards to games because I've never done it, but maybe there's some ideas there. I don't know. Going with the flow. So let's go with it. How has everyone's week been? If anyone's got anything to say, go for it, guys. If not, that's fine. I'll fill the gaps in, of course. I'll need to. How's my week been so far? Change the topic if you want to as well. There's no pressure here at all. How's my fucking week been? I had my birthday on the 16th of October. I was fucking hell. I keep thinking I'm in my 30s, but I'm fucking not. I'm 43, mate. I still feel like I'm in my 30s, man. I feel like I'm in my 20s sometimes. Physically, I'm not, but I'm now 43 years old. My birthday was on the 16th of October. Oh, man, I was doing my own fault. I didn't ask for the day off. I didn't request it. Didn't mention anything. So I was working 8 until 7:30, which is a long fucking day. I was working in the theatres. I ended up working 3 theatres that day, which is, trust me, is a lot. I got moved around and it was really difficult at the end. There was a case on, it was really difficult. And I was running around like fuck. So I didn't have a great birthday, if I'm honest, but I've got myself to blame for that. However, I really appreciate, a lot of people at work said happy birthday, which is very kind. I felt good, you know. My partner was really nice. She set up some balloons for me, made me a birthday cake, made me nice food, made me a nice meal. And I know it sounds really simple, but I appreciate those things. And then I didn't drink or anything. I just had a meal on Saturday. Yesterday, I had a nice steak. I bought a really nice steak, really top piece of steak, big chunky fat piece of steak. I got it from M&S Food, so it wasn't the cheapest, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to treat myself. I didn't want to go out for a meal or anything. So I had that with some really nice potatoes and really nice food from M&S. It was really good. So that's what I did. That's what my week was like. So I had a little bit of a celebration. I got some nice birthday wishes. I got some nice gifts off my family, off my partner, which I really do appreciate. That was positive, I suppose. Let me go back to the comments. Yorick saying, but it might not look good on 2 screens. The snooker frame has its wide view, so it will be scaled down the view, I can imagine. I don't know, Yorick. I'm not sure how that works, if I'm honest. I'd have to like experience it and learn about that more. I don't know. M&S is always quality food, but it's a bit expensive. Yeah, it is a bit expensive, Yorick. M&S food, it is expensive, but it's fucking nice, man. It's fucking nice. You have to treat yourself sometimes. You can get, sometimes if you go on at certain times, you get the stuff you get like cheaper meals, don't you, sometimes, at the end of the day, but you've got to be careful what you choose with regards to that. But yeah, it is a bit expensive, but it's nice, man. So it's good. What else happened this week for me personally? I was working in a theatre, of course. We were doing a removal of metalwork on an ankle. So we were taking the ankle had broken of this patient. It had a plate put on it and it had screws in it. So a broken bone, pulled back together, plate on top. This is very basic. I'm not a surgeon, by the way, but I'm saying it really basically. Screws in, bone's fixed. However, the patient was experiencing pain, even though the bone had fixed via the plate. So they wanted the metalwork to be removed. And that's all good and well. If all they're doing is unscrewing, really, they open it up, get the area. It can be a bit tricky, though. Looks tricky. And then they unscrew the screws. But one of the screws was stuck, welded stuck. It wouldn't move. So you needed the broken... sorry, I might be boring people here. You needed a broken screw set. And we didn't have one of the parts of the main part of the broken screw set. We only have one because it's just like a get-out-of-jail-free equipment, let's say, was not working properly. So we had to try other ways, and it was very, very, very stressful. We didn't have the right equipment, so we had to just improvise using this, using that, loads of things on the table, loads of different things, and eventually a 1-hour operation took 3.5 hours. So it's stressful. If you're in that situation, it feels stressful. It did to me anyway, and for the surgeon as well. But we did it anyway. But anyway, long story short, while I was in the room, there was someone being rude to me. Going, oh, look at Brad, he's getting flustered. This person was saying. I let it go because I was concentrating. And then they said something else. They went, oh, Brad, look at Brad, he's messing up again. They were trying to put me down. I was performing very, very well, but they were trying to fucking put me down. They weren't joking. They were just making snidey comments to make themselves feel better. So, sorry, I'm seeing how my week's gone. Might be boring you, but I'm going with it. Fuck it. So 2 strikes, mate. You've been snidey with me twice. You don't really know me, and you're trying to fucking test me. So I was thinking, I'm ready for the 3rd fucking time. Next time you go, I'm going to go too. So this person then went a 3rd time. Of course they did. They're going for it. They're gunning for me. They're trying to turn me down. They probably see me doing well and they don't like it, so they want to drag me down. And that's how I interpret that as. And I called them out on it. I was very assertive and I was setting boundaries and I made them feel very uncomfortable, and the room knew what I did. And then that person says, somebody's offended. And I stayed quiet. Because I had a little bit. I've gone from nice guy to not so nice guy. I've gone from nice guy to assertive and blunt. There's an energy shift from myself, a short burst, which we weren't expecting. Not that I'm trying to hurt anybody. It's just I'm fucking sticking up for myself. You're taking the piss. You're taking little snidey comments at me. I'm going to react eventually, and I'm going to call you out on your shit. And I could have said more, but I didn't. And then I was quiet. And then this person went around the room and they started to speak to everybody in the room about me overreacting, about me taking things personally. They were trying to get reassurance from the other colleagues in the room. Again, I stayed silent. I stayed calm. I stayed quiet. I thought, I'm not adding any more in. I've done my bit. I've rattled their cage. They don't feel comfortable about this. I didn't want to do that, but I felt like I needed to. Later that moment, that person then said to me, I was only joking. They weren't fucking joking. They were making snidey comments. I know what a joke is. That's just making snidey comments. Some people will be rude under the guise of joking, quote unquote. They'll say they're joking to not accept responsibility. That's what was fucking going on. Anyway, he said, I'm only joking. What did I say after that? Sorry. Yeah, I'm only joking. And I said, I didn't see that as a joke. I didn't see the funny side. I wasn't laughing. Where was the joke? I didn't get it. And then that was it. And then they continued to speak to my colleagues in the room about me. And I just stayed calm. And I think you might not agree with me, but I stayed calm. I stayed quiet. I said my bit. I rattled the cage. The behavior stopped. And I think being calm and quiet is powerful. It's strong. It's keeping your emotions together. And it's also keeping your professionalism together when you're within a professional environment, should I say. So that's what happened today. Someone was trying to rattle my cage. Someone was trying to put me down. So if you're shining brightly, if you're up there shining brightly, some people will try and put you down, mate. They'll try and tear you down. And I think there's an old proverb, and I'm saying it, might be saying it badly. Basically, it's about an eagle, and the eagle's just fucking flying around, whatever. And the crow's pecking at the eagle. Pecking. The eagle does nothing. But the eagle starts to rise higher. Again, the crow is pecking at the eagle. This is a proverb, like a story. And what happens is, again, this crow keeps pecking the eagle. The eagle's doing nothing. It's not responding. It's not reacting. It's not getting upset. It's not trying to bite back. It's not doing anything. But what the eagle keeps doing, it keeps getting higher and higher and higher. So the altitude's getting higher and the crow can't handle it. It can't handle that altitude. It can't breathe. So eventually the crow just drops off and falls on the fucking floor while the eagle soars high, meaning that they might peck you, they might make snide comments, they might try to tear you down. But if you rise high enough, they're not going to be able to keep up with you. They can't reach those heights. These low vibrational types of people can't. They'll try and tear you down when you're doing well. They'll try and turn you down when your energy's high. They wouldn't attack you if you were below them. They're trying to drag you down, but don't let them, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's my week. Sorry, I'm going on a bit. I'll have a sip of water. So yeah, had my birthday, had a nice birthday party, had a nice birthday party, had a decent week. My energy's pretty good on a positive. And that's it. So I'm going to change topic, of course. There's no pressure here, by the way. Back to what Yorick's just said as well. M&S food I think it's really good. It's just really good, but yeah, you pay more for it. Yeah, you pay more for it, of course. Of course. Anyway, let's move on. What's been on your mind lately? Let's go with that. This live might be me speaking to myself quite a bit, but I'm not good. I'm good. I feel like doing this, so I'm going with it. What's been on your mind lately? Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see what people have to say there. Has anything been on your mind lately? If you want to talk about that, you can do. Just drop my pen. Apologise, guys. Of course, I'm trying to encourage community, you guys to speak or whatever, but you don't have to if you don't want to. There's no pressure. I get it. You can't always be asked. What's been on my mind lately? I'll respond to the comments as they come, of course. Even when they come, it doesn't really matter. It's all good. I'll have a sip of water again. This is my version of journaling, I suppose, which is always a good thing. It makes me feel good, so that's great. What's been on your mind lately? What's been on my mind lately? Let me think about it. I think this has been on my mind lately, my YouTube channel. I really want it to work. It is going to work out. It already is working out. I want it to grow. I want it to expand. I put a lot of time and energy into it. I'm trying to help people the best I can with the knowledge that I have, the experience that I have. I don't know everything, of course. I like to be coming from a good place. Of course, in an ideal world, what's been on my mind lately is I work a lot. I'd like to, of course, do this more and work at the hospital less. That's what I'd like. That's my intention. That's not possible at the moment. Of course, it isn't. It'd be nice if everyone had their own side hustle. I think it'd be nice if everyone could have their own side hustle, have their own things going on. Yorick's mentioning my mum and dad. Sorry, go back to Yorick. My mum and dad are going through some issues, so that's going on in my mind. Oh, sorry, Yorick, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. What issues are they going through? You don't need to share that, by the way, Yorick. I'm not putting any pressure on you. You don't need to. If you want to, do it. But if you don't. No pressure, by the way. I don't want to do that to anybody. That's going to play on your mind, though, isn't it? I think it can be quite heavy as well. I think about, I think about these things a lot, as does my partner. She does as well. It's like, as you get older, everyone else is around you is getting older, and then you worry about the health issues, don't you, potentially? And it can be quite daunting and a little bit scary as well. You think, oh God, as people get older, there's going to be health issues potentially. I'm not saying that's happening with Yorick's mum and dad, by the way. I'm just saying that's what I think. Sometimes it can be quite scary as well. Yeah, that plays on my mind even when everything's okay. So I hope they're okay, Yorick, by the way. I hope they're okay. I don't know what it is, of course, but I hope they're okay, and I hope that you come out the other end of it. I hope that they come out the other end of whatever that is through those challenges. Life's not always easy, is it? I don't think. And another reason why I've done this extra live today as well is I had to cut the other one short, and I just wanted to carry on, really. Okay, Yorick. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Yorick. Appreciate that. They just want space and to live separately. Right. Okay. They want their own space. That's actually fair, isn't it? Easier said than done. Are they living together at the moment, and they want their own independence? I suppose that I suppose we can become financially. If you're in a pot with a partner as well, you help each other financially, don't you? Because you're together, and then it's difficult to move apart, isn't it? If that's what's best for them, though, obviously it's not nice to I bet it's not nice to hear that your parents want to live separately, because you'd obviously prefer them to stay together. and be happy together, of course, but that's not always possible. And also, they've got their own lives, they've got their own choices, and they've probably thought about it for a long time, I'm assuming. And they're probably thinking, yeah, we need some time on it. We want our own space, our own lives. I hope that they achieve it if that's what they want. If that's what they want. In an ideal world, they just get along together and live happily ever after, but that doesn't always happen, does it? Life's not always a fucking fairy tale, is it? Life's not always straightforward and simple either. Your wants and your needs can change over time. We change as we get, well, not everybody changes. Some people stay stuck at a 16-year-old level, don't they? But a lot of us, our wants and needs change as we get older. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just a natural thing sometimes. Yeah, it's not a fairy fucking tale, no, is it? Fuck, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I wish it, sometimes I suppose you wish it was. You can create your own future, though, to an extent. I believe you can. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication and strategic thinking sometimes. I suppose you can make whatever your dreams come true or whatever, but nothing's ever straightforward, and life can be mad, man. Life can be fucking crazy, mate. I'm telling you now, fucking crazy. I remember, fuck me, my life's changed so much over the years, like where I am now, even doing this now, like, I wouldn't even pictured myself doing this. Honest to God, wouldn't have thought I'd be doing this. Like a YouTube. I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber, a fucking YouTuber. I'm a working class, let's say, working class YouTuber, meaning that I work and I do this extra. But I'm not like a big YouTuber. Of course I'm fucking not. Let's be real. But yeah, I'm a working class YouTuber. I do it in my spare time. I wouldn't have pictured myself doing this, though. What the fuck? Anti-algorithm. Okay, hello, anti-algorithm. Would you, my name's Brad, by the way, anti-algorithm. Would you rather watch a Trigo or a Negro? Oh, but that sounds a little bit on the racist side. I'd rather watch a tree grow, actually. Yorik's got rid of that one. Good lad. Oh, God. They're always here, aren't they? They're always there. They're always around. The point of life, the yin and yang of life, let's say, that kind of bullshit. Thanks, Yorick. Yeah, you got rid of that one pretty quickly. It's all good. Oh, it's been raining a lot today. It's been pissing it down up here, Yorick. The weather's shit. It's windy. It's rainy. It's cloudy. It's a bit rubbish. Oh, on that note, what did I do today? Yorick, Brad, don't read that again if someone sent it. Oh, God. I didn't. Yeah. Thanks, shit, Yorick. You're right. Because I'm saying it out loud and it could sound bad on here. I don't mean for that. I don't mean to I don't mean to sound racist or anything like that at all, because I'm not. Shit, I've fallen for that one, Yorick. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for helping me there. I'll bear that in mind in the future, actually. Because I read things in real time as well, like just go for it. And then maybe I need to be a bit more mindful of that as well going forwards. That's a lesson there, actually, Yorick. A caution, let's say. Yes, thanks for that. Thanks for that. It's a lesson from myself, should I say. So that's good. Yeah, anyway, so it's been raining. It's pissing it down. Today, what did I do? I just... Yorick saying, I don't know what they gain from it. It doesn't make their life better in any way, shape or form. No, it doesn't. I suppose what you gain from it, if you're a twisted, malicious troll kind of individual, you're feeling miserable deep down, your life's shit probably. To be able to go down that road, start doing that shit, you're not in a good place. If you have to be a malicious little sad cunt. You want a bit of attention. So I suppose that could make you feel a little bit better potentially. It's like a little, but I don't know. I don't know. they must get something from it. They must get something from it. I'm not saying that what they get from it is a good thing, but it's something. It's a little bit of attention. And maybe it takes away from their looking at themselves, because they hate themselves potentially. So if they can encourage people to say what they said on somewhere, I don't know, it's fucked up, innit? I'm just trying to understand the fucking troll here. Good luck with that. That's how it goes though sometimes, isn't it? So anyway, it's been pissing it down. Whoopie-doo. And yeah, so what did I do? I thought, fuck it, have a nice ice cream and a hot chocolate. That sounds very boring, but that's what I did today. Nothing exciting, but it was nice. Anyway. So what else has been on my mind lately? Sorry. I don't know what else has been on my mind lately, guys. If you fancy a game later on, let me know what time. Later on, Yorick, I will do. I can't tell you an exact time right now, sorry. I can't tell you an exact time right now, but later on, after 9 p.m.-ish, if that's okay. I can't give you an exact time though, sorry. I don't want to give you a time and then disappoint. So I'd say probably after 9 o'clock, if that's okay, when I've got a bit of time to do it. If you've got the time for that as well, of course. I'm going to change this question here. Has anyone learned anything about themselves recently? Is the next one. Has anyone learned anything about themselves recently? Let's see if anyone's got anything to say. If they don't, that's fine. I like these chilled ones. This is really chilled. I like, sometimes they talk about a lot of heavy things that require some they require a lot of thought sometimes, because talk about psychology and etc, all those types of things. And sometimes I just like to just have these chilled out talks, just like a live, free flowing, community driven vlog, really. I like it. Sometimes you need to just chill the fuck out, man. It's all good. So let me think. Has anyone learned anything about themselves recently? Today I had that. Well, no, Friday when I was at work, I had that interaction with someone who was being rude towards me. I put boundaries in place in a very assertive and direct manner, let's say. I showed that I was annoyed, but I kept my control. I then stayed quiet and calm. I felt a bit of anger inside, if I'm honest, at the time, but I kept my calm, I kept my cool, I kept my professionalism. And I felt like, oh, this is me embracing my shadow self here. This is my shadow self coming out. Like I'm not taking any shit, basically. And it felt good to put boundaries in place. I'm probably not going to have if I'm honest, I've had someone being rude to me and I put boundaries in place, they're probably not going to like me anymore. But that's okay. I'm okay with not being liked sometimes. I'm okay with it. As if someone's presenting themselves as a bit of a problem and a bit of a narcissist or an asshole, I'm absolutely fucking fine with them not liking me at all. It's all good. It's a good place to be. It's a powerful place to be when you're okay with people not liking you. Not everyone's going to like you. They're just not. I wish they would in an ideal world that we don't fucking live in, but they're just not. And what can happen as well, if a manipulative person, if a manipulative person can't manipulate you, they can't get anything from you, they're not going to like you because they can't use you. It pisses them off, if you know what I mean. So manipulative, nasty people, if you don't get what they want out of you, they're probably not going to like you. But it's not a bad thing, is it? Like, whoopie do. You want to put me down and you're not allowed to, so you don't like me. Good, it's a win. That's a win sometimes. Sometimes it's a compliment not to be liked by some people that are nasty and manipulative, meaning that they can't get what they want from you. You're saying I did the idea of your Stranger Things recommendation on the piano recently. How did it go, Yorick? I have no idea how to do that. I can't play the piano. How did you find it? I've not seen the video. How did it go? Was it easy? Was it hard? Yeah, I don't know how challenging or difficult that is. God, I remember doing, oh my God, I remember fucking doing music lessons as a kid, teenager. I was absolutely shit. I could just do Frere Jacques. That's terrible. That's what I can do on the piano. That's the limit of my skills on the piano, by the way. It's absolutely dog shit. I remember doing music lessons and I was absolutely shit, Yorick. I was really not good at it. Not one of my skills. I appreciate the skill needed for it. I appreciate that the music that can be created from it. I think it's great, but it's not something that I'm good at or clued up about. Anyway, so Yorick saying it went well in my opinion. It was easy as it got repeated piano keys for the theme. Oh, it's easy, so it was repetitive. Oh, that's good then. At least it was easy. So at least it's a new challenge and it was achieved then by the sounds of it. Anyone that's watching, Yorick Brown has got his own channel. Check it out if you want to. He has live vlogs of him walking around London, videos of museums, videos of his rabbit, videos of... He does a lot of gaming lives, so playing games, if you want to watch that type of thing. Does piano, plays on the piano, lives and stuff, videos. And what else does he do? One more thing, sorry, I forgot. The train as well. He does a variety of different things. So if you want to check out his channel, then please do. No worries, it's all right, Yorick, it's all good. So has anyone learned anything about themselves recently? I think, yeah, I've recently embraced my shadow self a little bit more. I focused on it a little bit more. I refuse to feel bad about or guilty about challenging someone who's being rude to me. I'm not going to I don't want to feel rude about it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I like to think that I'm a decent person. People might not agree. That's fine. Not everyone's going to like you, are they? That's just the way it is. Especially if you're a genuine, authentic person. If you're a genuine and authentic person, right? A disingenuous person, a fake person, is probably not going to like you either. They're not going to like you being genuine and real because it doesn't fit in with how they are. If they're fake all the time and all bullshit, and then they've got this genuine person, they're not going to feel comfortable around you at all, potentially. And you can be disliked for that. What am I drinking? I've got water and I have in Red Bush tea, rooibos tea, I think it is. Yeah, it's nice. No caffeine in it or anything. That's what I'm drinking. Yorick, I have about 3 coffees a day. I don't have any more because I get addicted. Coffee is I'm addicted to coffee. I enjoy coffee, but I don't want to have more than 3 because that means I'll need 4 every day or 5 every day. I've had a green tea. Green tea is great. I agree. I had a green tea today as well. I had that earlier. It was nice. Yes, I agree. I don't drink alcohol much anymore. Every now and again, I tend to stay away from it now. Pretty chilled, calmed down, much calmer than I used to be. Anyway, but I agree, green tea is really nice. Anyway, I'm going to move on with this. Keep going with the content. How do you find peace when life gets noisy? I'm just typing. One moment. let's go with that. So how do you find peace when life gets noisy? Yorick is saying meditation and playing with pets. Yeah, it can be, meditation's great, just switching off the mind, that thought chatter. It can take away a lot of your energy, your thoughts, especially if they spiral out of control, especially if they're like very fear-based or anger-based. Like imagine you're in a scenario, you're at work, someone's rude to you, but you don't act on it, you don't do anything. You come home and you're angry as fuck. You're thinking, why didn't I say anything? Why didn't I fucking vent it? You've not got that shit off your chest. That can spiral then, can't it? You're angry, you're fucking thinking all the time about the scenario that happened that day that you didn't react to, where the person was rude to you and you let them get away with it. You're like, fucking hell, they've done me there, they've got me. That can be bad, can't it? That's not peace, is it? That's not peace. But my point is, meditation can slow that thought process down, slow it down, relax, just be still, be within nature, be still, be calm, be in the present. Meditation can be fantastic. I need to do more of that, if I'm honest. Playing with pets is another way, absolutely. I think there's, forgive me, I'm probably not getting this bang on, but there's a hormone that's created when you stroke your dog or pet, doesn't matter, and they get the hormone and you get the hormone. It's like a feel-good hormone, oxytocin or something like that. It makes you feel good. It's therapeutic. There's actually a hormone that's released in you and in the animal, in the pet, dog, cat, rabbit, whatever. I think there's a hormonal aspect in relation to that as well. There's a bit of biology, science in there as well, which I'm not explaining very thoroughly, but I believe there is a hormone linked to the stroking of pets. And it's good for them as well. Very calming, very good for you. Settles your nervous system down a little bit. What else? Find peace when life does get noisy, doesn't it? I just like, just if you can, you just get the fuck out of the situation, man. Get away from people. Just sit on your own for a while. I love it. I love sitting on my own sometimes. Actually, this for me personally is therapeutic. I'm journaling now. This is me journaling to an extent. I'm doing it not with a written one, doing it verbally. I'm speaking about my thoughts, my feelings, or whatever. This is actually, I find this very therapeutic. Actually, I actually enjoy doing this most of the time, especially when it's lighter topics and there's no this is like free flowing as well, which I do enjoy. The collective consciousness that's being created via the conversations. Do I have any pets? Yorick, no, I don't. I wish I did. I live in an apartment and they're very strict, Yorick. I'd like to move somewhere eventually. I love where I live. It's really nice where I live, by the way. I live at Buckshaw Village. It's fucking nice. Really quiet, safe neighbourhood on the whole. But there's no pets allowed in this apartment. Would I like to have one? Yes. I used to have a dog, a Jack Russell called Wilson, who I loved to bits. I had a very close connection with that dog. But it's with somebody else now, which I'm happy for the dog because the dog's got a really nice home. But this dog lived with my mum and dad when I was there a good few years ago. He's probably got a lot older now. I've not seen him for a long time, but I was sad when he was given away to this person. That was selfish of me though, if I'm honest, but I'm really happy that he's in a good place. That's a good thing. But I did have a pet and I do miss having that pet, if I'm honest. But I think they're really good things to have. It's good to have responsibility for something as well, to care for something as well. I think it's a positive. It's good for you. It's positive, let's say. So how else could you find peace when life gets fucking noisy? Because it does sometimes. It's in Chorley, Yorick, yeah. It is in Chorley. It's next to Chorley. Where I live, Buckshaw Village, this whole area where I live, it's nice, but it used to be, they used to make munitions here. It was Royal Ordnance munitions place, basically. And there's a train station here, but the train station used to bring all the materials in to build shells, crazily enough. And all the houses weren't here. It was all for the war effort. They closed it down in 2000. It was one of the biggest, and I think it was the second biggest in the country here, where Buckshot Village is. Obviously, it's been taken away now. It's all changed. They put houses and apartments here now, which is it's nice. But they used to make munitions here at one point until the year 2000. Anyway, do I travel into London a lot? Every now and again, but not often. I'm going to Prodigy. I'm going to the Prodigy concert in April, which is at Wembley Arena, not the stadium. Wembley Arena, not the stadium. That's in April. And I'm going to watch the Gorillaz live in London in June at Tottenham. I've never lived in London, though. I've been I've only been a handful of times. I've been to watch rugby there at Wembley a few times. I've been to Tottenham a few times, Tottenham's ground, which is great. I go there every now and again, Yorick, but not all the time, if I'm honest. A huge place, though, isn't it? Absolutely huge. Gorillaz, wow. Yeah, I got pre-sale, mate. I got the cheapest tickets, which were £100. They were £100 each. There were some for 100, one for 120, some for 140 or 160. Which is it's not cheap, but it's okay, isn't it? I paid £100 for Gorillaz, yeah. I'll really look forward to that. I paid 65 for Prodigy. Obviously, Keith Flint is not with them anymore, is he? But I used to follow the Prodigy in the 90s. I loved that band when I was younger, so I'm really glad I'm watching them. And I love the Gorillaz as well. They've got some good tunes, great tunes. I don't know if tickets are still available, Yorick. I've not looked. I'm assuming they've sold out. Sometimes they go for silly prices as well, don't they? Like £400, £500 for like a £50 ticket, which is ridiculous. Prodigy, they sang Firestarter and a lot of other songs as well. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It's Liam Howlett. Liam Howlett is the brains behind the Prodigy. He basically writes all the songs. He creates all the tunes, basically. He's not the front man, though. Keith Flint was the front man. I think he committed suicide, which is sad. But yeah, but still, I think there'll still be good live. Hopefully, we'll see. How else do you find peace when life gets noisy? Let me try and think. Just going for a walk, getting the fuck out of the way. Maybe put your earphones in. Concentrate on something that you want to do. Just switch off. Calm down. Slow down. We can't always be working all the time. We can't always be on the go all the time. It's too much. You get too much sometimes. You need to slow down. It's good to stop. I say this quite often, and I'm contradicting myself because I'm talking a lot now. I don't always talk a lot either, by the way. But it's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking, basically. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, Prodigy sang a lot of other songs as well, Yorick. Their style of music changed over the years. They were old school, like dance tunes in the early 90s, and then they went like down a bit like punk electronic, didn't they? As they got a bit, as they evolved, let's say. Sander says hello, Sander. Hi, how are you? Just doing a chilled. I'm doing a chilled one, Sander. I'm doing a chilled one. Sander says hello to me, Brad, of course, and Yorick. Yorick says hi back to Sander. Yeah, I'm doing a chilled one, going with the flow. I'm doing it. It's an extra live. This I felt like doing it, so I'm doing it. That's it, really. This is chilled for me too. You're good. You're just cooking. What you're cooking is the question. Yeah, we need to chill sometimes, man. I keep saying it, but I talk about a lot of heavy things sometimes, and sometimes I think, fucking hell, I need to just shut up. I need to shut up with the heavy stuff, heavy psychological stuff. I need to just like take it easy a little bit. So how do you recharge after being drained? Is the next one. One more. I'll just talk about 1 sec. How to recharge after being drained. Put that in. Okay, let's go to the comments. You're saying, hey, good looking. What are you cooking? A bit of poetry there, Yorick. Sandra says, how are you, Yorick? Sandra says, laughing my ass off, Yorick. Ha ha ha, that's funny, love it. Yorick's good, that's nice. Sandra says, I'm making moussaka and chicken noodle soup. That sounds nice. Moussaka is, I think it's Greek, isn't it? Greek. It's got like mincemeat in it, hasn't it? And potatoes, I think. Sounds fucking nice, man. I think moussaka's Greek. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Or is it Turkish? But it's nice either way. Fuck it. Fuck, doesn't matter where it's from. It's a nice meal. Yorick's heard of moussaka. It's really nice. Yorick, moussaka's really nice. Nice meal. Very, very hearty meal. Very filling meal. Mincemeat with potatoes, basically. Not mashed potatoes, like sliced, boiled potatoes, I think. It's Greek. Thanks for mentioning that, because I wasn't sure. Chicken noodle soup as well is very it's good. It's good for winter. It's good for your bones. It's good for sinuses. Good for your immune system. So I was trying to say, I recharge by doing the things I love: cooking, baking, doing the things that you like doing without any pressure. Cooking, baking, they're hobbies, aren't they? And if you can share, if you cook something that you put love and attention into, you can share it with your loved ones. That's a nice thing as well. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to help you recharge a bit. It's going to make you feel good. Feel like, and if other people enjoy what you put your heart and soul into, that's a positive thing, isn't it? Through the cooking, through the baking. And nature, man, nature's a big one. You walk, imagine the Trafford Centre, right? The Trafford Centre, big shopping centre, loads of shops, loads of nice places to eat. It's got a lot of positives. However, it's synthetic lights, it's false, it's not sunlight, let's say that. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot going on. It can be fun, but it can be fucking draining, man. You've got a lot of people there. That can be very draining, especially if you're more introverted. However, on the other hand, you walk in nature, quiet forest, lovely countryside, lovely scenery, a park, whatever. I think it's so invigorating. It recharges you. It feels so good. It feels so natural. Hence the reason why I believe that we are linked to nature. We're part of nature. We're part of the energy of the world, in my opinion. So that's what it's be recharging by nature. Spending time with your partner, if you've got a loving partner or whatever it is, absolutely. Spending time with people that you love. Spending time with people that are positive. Spending time with people that want the best for you can help you recharge. It can help you recenter. Absolutely. What else can make you recharge after being drained? I tell you what's really good, if you get a chance, going for a swim, going to the sauna, jacuzzi, just sitting there, switching off. As long as it's quiet and there's not a lot of people there. There's a lot of people there, it can be quite irritating if you want to recharge. If there's lots of noise and kids, it's like, shut the fuck up. Sorry, that's what I think sometimes. But going to the sauna when it's quiet and be just chilling out, switching off. Yes, that helps me to recharge. Yorick saying I might try and make moussaka. Go for it, Yorick. Go for it. Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot of things online that can help. Sana's saying that she recommends it, of course. If you like meat and potatoes, you're going to love it. Absolutely. And you can make a big batch of it, Yorick, and divide it, of course, and freeze it. So it's meal prepping. Sana's asking what Yorick's up to. Yorick's, and you're getting ready for doing a security course tomorrow. Okay, cool. Are you going to be working in security, Yorick? Is that what your intention is? Security course, what does that involve? What kind of security? Sandy's asking me if I've got any plans this afternoon. I'm going to eat my dinner, of course, on the food note. I'm going to take it easy, man. I need to take it easy. I'm not doing much, Sander. No, I'm not doing much. I'm working all week next week. Not always me, but I need to do it. So needs must. So I just want to unwind a little bit. I'm finding this to be unwinding as well. This is making me feel good. This is making me recharge, believe it or not. So this is a good thing as well. Just that easy going, free flowing, and no strain on the conversation type of thing. I think it's a good thing. It's just chilled, going with the flow with regard to the comments. I enjoy doing this, so it's a good thing. Anyway, so I said, okay, cool. Is it long and difficult with regard to the security thing? Monday to Saturday. Oh, fucking hell, is it 6 days then, Yorick? So Sandra says, oh, nice, Yorick. What has drawn you into a security job? Sandra's then asking, wow, whoa, is it, wow, or whatever. Is it close to where you live? Yorick saying you want to do something away from customers. Why do you want to do something away from customers, Yorick? Do you find it frustrating? Do you just not like doing that type of work? Sandra's saying it can be dangerous job security. Depends, it can be, potentially. Oh, Yorick saying general security events and stewarding. I bet, do you know what? Imagine you might end up being at the Gorillaz concert, Yorick, if you're a steward. That, to me, I've watched them work before, Yorick, and I'm thinking, fuck me, I'd love to do that job. You get to listen to the music. I know you've got to do your job. Most people are going to be okay anyway. And you get paid while you're there and you get to go to a live event. I think it could be, there could be some positives from that. Absolutely. And you get to go to sporting events. I know you can't really watch the sporting event or enjoy the sporting event or the music event as much as the people that are there, but you still get the vibes from the place. I think it could be a good job. They're right saying not bars and pubs. Yeah, bar work. So I've done bar work in the past. It can be difficult. And dealing with drunk people is a pain in the ass sometimes. It can be funny, but it can be a massive pain in the ass. Sandra's saying, okay, cool, sounds great, Yorick. I'd love a job at a smaller hospital team. Would that suit you better? Working in private, maybe. A lot of private hospitals are generally a lot smaller than the NHS bigger hospitals, general hospitals, where you would be working in a small team. If you've got the right people around you, it can be a lot nicer. Sandra's saying, I need peace. We all need peace. Some people don't like peace. They fucking hate it. They fucking can't stand peace, some people. They just think, oh, I've got to create chaos. They're addicted to the adrenaline of the confrontations that they create. They create confrontations. They create a bad guy in their own internal narrative. They need a bad guy just so they can have arguments with them, and hopefully they want to win those arguments. And it just sounds crazy to me, but some people are like that. But I prefer peace as well, of course. Yorick's then saying it can be, but you always got a team with you. You've always got a team with you, absolutely, yeah. If you're working with other people that are in security, if you're working at an event or whatever, you've got a big team of you. You're communicating, which is a good thing. Sandra's then saying, what's your guys' favourite meals? Good question. What's my favourite meal, Sandra? There's loads of food I love. Spaghetti bolognese. I know it's basic, but it tastes so fucking good if it's done correctly. I love steak and chips. Very English of me to say, of course. I love lots of other food as well. Pizzas, curries, pasta. List goes on and on. It depends on... I couldn't eat the same thing every single day, though. I like variety. I like to eat different things if I can, within reason. I don't like strange things. I once had a fucking veal cheek. You're thinking, what the fuck, veal cheek? And it was like the cheek of a fucking baby cow, which sounds horrendous. And I ate it. It was like rubber, and it was fucking disgusting. I thought it was awful. Changing the topic there, but that's something I didn't like. It's like, why? I don't want to eat a baby cow's cheek. No, thank you. Not for me. Not for me. Anyway, each their own. Yorik's is saying, that'd be funny, Brad. Imagine I'm in security area where you say, I'd say, hi, Brad, enjoying the music. Yeah, that'd be mad, Yorik. That'd be mad. That could happen if you work in security and you end up at the Gorillaz concert. This is next year, by the way. It's in Tottenham in June next year. It's a while off. But they sell the tickets really early, don't they? They're a little bit cheeky because they've got hold of your money like almost a year in advance. But if you want to go, you've got to buy the tickets when you get the chance. So instead of saying, yes, Brad, private, working in a private hospital, you prefer to do that. If you think it and you believe it and you're patient and you work towards it, it will happen. It will happen eventually, if that's what you want. Yorik's, Santa's laughing at Yorik. Buenos. Hello, Buenos. My name's Brad, by the way. Good of you to join us. Buenos, I hope I'm saying it right. Forgive my shitty language skills. I'm just so tired. I really want to slow down, but I've got no time. And maybe I'm not able to convince myself to take the time out. Oh, shit. Sorry, Buenos. That sounds... It's hard, isn't it? I get it. You really want to slow down, but you don't feel like you've got time. What do you do, Buenos? Please explain. Do you work? What do you do? How many hours do you do if you do work? Do you have responsibilities such as kids, etc.? Can you elaborate a little bit more? No pressure, like I always say, no pressure. You don't have to share anything you don't want to, of course. But you're not able to convince yourself to take the time out. Because why do you do that? Do you feel guilty if you take time out? Do you feel like you're doing something wrong if you take time out? What do you think the reasons are for that, Buenos? I'm trying to help you the best I can. Sometimes we can feel guilty, can't we? I do this shit, Buenos. I work full-time, Buenos. I work in a hospital as a scrub nurse, right? I do 45 hours a week. I keep saying these things all the time. 45 to 50 hours a week I do. And then I do this extra. This is not like work to me, though. I treat it like a business. But this takes up my time and my energy. This is not always me. But I'm always on the go, always doing something. So I can kind of relate to what you're saying. I struggle to slow down myself sometimes. I do burn out as well. So I get where you're coming from. I emphasize with what you're saying. Sander says hi to Buenos. Buenos says hi. Yorik says he likes peas. Peas are amazing. Frozen peas as well. I think frozen peas are great because they keep the freshness. It's one of the best frozen things there is. Because some frozen food is absolute shit, isn't it? Like you go to some of these frozen foods are absolutely highly processed shit. They do have the place in the world. They're simple, easy meals, but they're not healthy. But peas can be good. Frozen peas can be good as well. Anyway, that's my opinion on peas. Anyway, Sander's then saying, Buenos, please take some time out. It's important. I agree, Sander. How are you going to do that, Buenos, though? That's the question. How are you going to achieve that is the question. I think you know the answers in there, Buenos. Sometimes it's just finding that place and being at peace with that. It's self-care, isn't it? We all need to. If you keep going and going and going and going, eventually, sometimes what can happen is if you ignore the tiredness too long, Buenos, the body will tell you. Something will click. Something will give. Something will break. The body will do something. Sometimes that can happen. Stress can cause inflammation. Tiredness, stress, etc. Being burnt out can cause inflammation in the body, and the body can react in not so nice ways. It's really important to get rest, to recharge. But I do struggle with that as well, if I'm completely honest. Sandra says, do you like peas on their own? Well, it's like a plate of peas for dinner. I bet that's not very exciting. You're right saying I love vegan sausage with mash. Actually, do you know what? Vegan sausage is actually okay, in my opinion. I agree with that. That works. Buena says, Sander, thank you for saying that. I'm trying, but I can't. You can't seriously. You can't seriously. You can't. You feel like you can't do it. Let me have a look. So, Yorick's saying, and chicken nuggets done right. Chicken nuggets, especially if the if you get the fresh chicken breast and the orange breadcrumbs, they can be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Homemade ones will be the best, in my opinion. Really, really nice. Really nice. Buenos, he said he's in college. What do you do at college? I'm studying to get a job. Good for you, Buenos. Good for you. The hard road will take you home, Buenos. You sound like, I'm assuming, are you, how old are you, by the way? You don't mind me asking. And yes, you do feel guilty, don't you? Yeah, get it? You feel guilty. You think, oh shit, I should have done that work today and I haven't done it. You're hard on yourself. You beat yourself up. That's a good thing in a lot of ways because it gives you a kick up the arse. It gives you that oomph, that drive to get things done, that internal anxiety that you have. You're thinking, oh, if I don't do this, I'm going to feel bad. If I don't achieve this objective by today, I'm going to beat myself up. That can help you a lot of the time. It gives you a drive to achieve things, but we do still need that rest sometimes. Maybe I'm just suggesting things here, Buenos. I don't know all the answers, of course. I don't know everything about you, of course. But sometimes I sometimes used to think to myself, because I've been at university as well. I did a nursing degree. I've been to college as well, of course. And I'd achieve an objective and go, right, once I've achieved that, I'm going to give myself some time off. I'm going to give myself a treat. And that treat could be just to watch Netflix for the evening and chill the fuck out and have a bit of me time, a bit of self-care time. And then it's acknowledging, being aware. It's like thinking, I'm feeling guilty about this. I'm feeling guilty. It's being catching yourself going, oh shit, I'm starting to feel guilty. And then it's rephrasing it in your mind going, do you know what? I'm not going to feel guilty about this. I need to do this because of X, Y, Z. Buenos, is it a sprint? No, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's a fucking marathon. And do you know what as well? Sorry, I'm going on a bit, Buenos. I hope I'm helping. If I'm not, just please correct me. Even if you fail something, imagine if you fail something, right? This is the worst case scenario if you're in college or whatever. You fail an assignment, you can still redo it. They'll point out what you've done wrong and you can still redo it. It's not the end of the fucking world. And I'm assuming, if I'm wrong, I'm assuming that you're younger if you're at college, but I could be wrong because older people go to college as well. You've got fucking time. And if you're young, you've got a lot of potential. Why have you got a lot of potential when you're young? Because you've got time. Yonik's asking, what job are you trying to get, Buenos? Buenos is saying something like software engineer. Wow, sounds like a good job. How long does that take, Buenos? I don't know nothing about software engineering. It sounds interesting, though. I'm assuming that there's work at the end of it. There's job opportunities at the end of it. Which Sandra's then saying, change the topic a little bit. I'm going with the comments here, guys. Oh, I make great fried chicken, Yorick. Oh, fried chicken's amazing. Yorick then says, yes, Sander. What's your trick for perfect fried chicken? That's how we do it. Buenos is 21. Fuck me. Happy days for you, Yorick. You're young. You're young. You've got time. Trust me, mate. You've got time. And it sounds like you're on the right track. It sounds like you got your head screwed on. Keep going. But please just maybe put a day in the calendar thinking, do you know what? I'm going to have that day off. Do you work as well, Buenos, to supplement your income? Do you have to work as well on top of the college is the question. To earn income, of course. I suppose the good thing about being young, Buenos, like you're 21, your body will be it'll be young, it'll be fresh. You can do more when you're younger. Your energy levels are better when you're younger. But remember, mate, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's just getting, as long as you keep moving forward, you'll get to the destination eventually. So anyway, I'm going to change topic a little bit going back to what Buenos is actually slowing down, right, without feeling guilty. Let's talk about that. Slowing down without feeling guilty. One moment. I don't want that there. One moment, guys. Sorry. I'm just putting something in. I don't want that there again. I'm being terrible with technology here. Slowing down without feeling guilty. In relation to what you've just been saying, Buenos. How are you going to do it? I put it as a question just so people know what we're talking about. Of course. Thank you to anyone that subscribed, by the way. My name's Brad. This is Inspirational on the Vert channel. This is just my live vlog. I do talk about self-improvement, working on yourself, psychology, narcissist, toxic people, and the struggles that men have. I talk about a wide variety of topics within the psychology, self-improvement realm. But today, this is more of a chilled one, a live vlog. Anyway, so amen as well. Peace to you as well, Buenos. Love and respect back to you, by the way. Just to go in line with what you've just said there. So slowing down without guilt. Slowing down without guilt. How are you going to do it? It's got to come with it from within, hasn't it? It's got to come from within that. I always feel like, oh, I need to do more. I need to make sure I work extra. And when I don't do extra hours at work, I feel like, shit, I've missed out. I should be doing that. But sometimes you just need that day off. You need that time out, man. It comes from being hard on yourself sometimes. There's a variety of reasons why people do too much. One of the reasons, it's not all, I don't know all of the reasons because it's different for each individual. Some people become alcoholics. They drink all the time to avoid their internal dialogue, to avoid to run away from themselves. Some people take prescription drugs. Nothing wrong with those things. Sometimes they take anxiety tablets, they take depression medication. I'm not saying that those are always bad things. Some people need those things. That's a different topic. But it can help people to escape themselves. It's escapism sometimes. Some people, they just feel they're always busy all the time. It could lead to being a workaholic. I'm not saying Buenos is this, by the way. I'm just giving an example, or I'm this. Some people become workaholics, and it's all because they don't want to sit still with themselves and avoid themselves. That's why some people can do too much sometimes. But I think there's other reasons other than that as well. Of course there is. Sorry, I'm trying to speak the best I can. One moment, a sip of water. As also, from my perspective, though, that's one of the reasons why some people just avoid themselves by being too busy. And that could be via work. That could be via going to events, always being somewhere, always doing something, never staying still, never being quiet. They can't stop. Some people are like that. With me personally, I do this. I feel guilty when I don't do enough. I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself. I feel like if I want to achieve anything, I've got to put the time and energy into it. And if I don't put the time and energy into it, I'm not going to achieve it. That's why I'm doing this now, this extra bit now. I feel like I need to keep going. I need to keep pushing. And there's a lot of positives from that. There really fucking is. There really is. Because if you don't put the energy and the drive in now, it's not going to pay off. It's not going to pay off. You've got to work hard. That's my philosophy anyway. However, when I stop, I do feel guilty, and I need to. It's difficult as well for me. It's difficult for me that. I do feel guilty as well. I'm trying to relate to what Buenos is. I can really relate to what Buenos was mentioning there, feeling guilty when you slow down. But you've got to like say to yourself, do you know what? This time's for me. I'm just relaxing. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to stop. Tomorrow's another day. What's the worst thing that can happen if I have a day off? You got to say to yourself that. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Nothing. No one's going to be harmed. No one's going to be hurt. I'm going to feel a bit more rested. I'm going to be more recharged, and then I can go again. It's good to have holidays. It's good to have breaks. It's self-care. It's self-love. Stopping the guilt from slowing down is just rephrasing it and going, do you know what? I'm fucking doing this. Is self-care. This is self-love. I'm doing this for me. That can help take away the guilt, potentially. Changing your internal dialogue and the thoughts towards those things. Anyway, let me just move on. Sandra's saying, Yorick, with regards to changing topic, I like it though. It's nice and light, this, by the way, what Sandra's mentioning. Yorick, to fry it in sunflower oil and make sure the oil is hot. With regards to making, is it like chicken nuggets, fried chicken, and achieve the perfect crispiness but tender inside? What, are you going to use breadcrumbs with that as well, Sandra? And if so, what breadcrumbs would it be? Yorick says thank you to Sandra. Sandra's saying, Brad, I slowed down but do not feel guilty. I'm just showing love towards myself. That's a good explanation of that. So Sandra's slowed down, but she doesn't feel guilty. She's not doing that. She's just showing love towards yourself. It's like you need it sometimes. Too much of anything's bad, isn't it? Too much exercise is fucking bad. It's going to fuck you up. Your body's going to get worn down. Too much of doing nothing is bad. What happens if you lie in bed all day and don't move? You get bed sores. You get bed sores, mate, for lying down too much. We all need to lie down sometimes, don't get me wrong, but too much of anything is too much. Life is about balance as best you can. Can't always get it perfect, but too much of anything's bad anyway. Let's carry on. So Yorick is there. No, sorry. Sandra's then saying, Yorick, no worries. If I want nuggets, I just cut my chicken breast in cubes, so it's like a smaller version of them. You're making me hungry, guys. You're making me hungry. It sounds really nice. With regards to chicken nuggets, etc. Sounds great. So Sandra's then saying, Brad, I use either panko or golden breadcrumbs. Yes. What brand the golden breadcrumbs is the question. Depends. Crumbly cornflakes are a healthy option of that. Okay. The golden breadcrumbs sound best to me, by the way, in my opinion. Or the panko, maybe. Yes, sound really nice, man. You can do a lot of things with those as well. You could have that chicken with rice. You could have them on their own. You could have them with potatoes, etc., etc. They sound good. I like this as well because we're talking about food. Sometimes that's a good thing. It's not so serious. It's not such a deep topic, but it's nice. It's positive. You get ideas from it. It's good. Anyway, changing the topic a little bit. Not topic, but I'm changing the question on here. Do you ever feel pressured? Buenos, if you're still there, I don't know if you're still there. Do you ever get pressure from your parents? Do you feel pressure from your parents or your peers or your family or your friends or what? Well, peers, isn't it? Do you get any pressure from anybody? Do you feel pressured? Do you feel like you don't want to let anyone down? And that question's to anyone actually that's here. Let me just type in this. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I just went off for a moment. Start again. Do you ever feel pressure to always be doing something too? One moment. This is taking me forever, but we'll get there. That's one. There we go. Do you ever feel pressure to always be doing something? So let's go with that. Let's go. So let's see what the comments have got to say now. Sandra's then saying, Brad, Paxo is a brand, of course, but I always make my own breadcrumbs too. I bet making your own's better, of course. Sandra's saying, oh, yes, I used to allow people to put pressure on me. Nowadays, I know better, LOL, but I do place pressure on myself, yes. One moment. Yeah. Do you ever feel pressure to always be doing something? That pressure can come from parents sometimes. They've got to go, or some parents will just think, you've got to go to uni, you've got to go to college, imagine that as well. You're young, right? You're 16, you've just left school, or 18, or whatever it is. You do not know your ass from your elbow a lot of the time. You're too young. You're not meant to, really. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want to do. But they say, you need to go to college, kid. You're like, fucking hell, I need to go to college. I don't know what I want to do. So the parents can sometimes pressure kids into college, and they've got the best intents, and maybe they're all right to some extent, but they're pressuring the kids to go to college, right? This is not a bad thing, completely. I'm not saying that. But if you don't know what you want to do, you could just pick something that random, and it's not maybe the right thing for you. And what can happen as well is some people end up in university picking a topic like art. There's nothing wrong with art, creative, whatever, but there's no job at the end of it. Or it's something that they don't even like doing. And that's more likely to happen when you're younger, if you don't know what you're doing. Some people know what they're doing when they're very young. I think they're very lucky. If you know exactly what you're doing, go for it, happy days. But sometimes people end up doing university degrees, they get in debt via the university, and then there's no job at the end of it, or they've just chosen something they're not even interested in. And I think that's a waste of time, potentially. I suppose that you're finding out what you don't want, but that's what pressure can look like as well. A lot of that pressure comes from ourselves internally, though, like what Sanders just said, having to always be on the go, etc. One moment, just have a sip of water. As I've got older, though, like if someone's trying to pressure me to do something, trying to manipulate me into doing something, I think, fuck you, basically. I do. If someone's trying to pressure me into do something, trying to manipulate me into do something, I spot it pretty quickly, and I think, you're trying to manipulate me, and then I double down. I'm like, okay, then I'm a stubborn bastard. I think, I'm not doing that now. You were trying to pressure me into doing something I don't want to do. I don't want to do it. Why do I want to do it? You're not making me feel guilty. My guilt button's not working. I say this to myself, my guilt button's not working. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pressure me into do something that I don't want to do. So I'm not doing it. I'm not going to feel guilty either. So it's when you say no, you say yes to yourself. When you say no, you say yes to yourself. However, on the other hand, with regards to pressure, I'm going on a bit now. I do put pressure on myself to always be doing something a lot of the time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But not all. You shouldn't do it all the time. It's all I've got to say. I'm just going to slow down a moment. I'm going to just retrace my thoughts. I'm just going to be quiet a little bit for a moment. I've been talking a lot, of course. I need to on here. Pepsi or Coke is the next question, because I just want to keep it light. I've completely changed topics because I just want to chill for a minute. Pepsi or Coke? Or do you not even like Coke? I think, obviously, you'll know this, guys. I think Coke used to have bloody cocaine in it years and years ago. Crazy, isn't it? That's where it got its name from. It used to also have cane sugar in it. They used to use cane sugar in Coca-Cola. And I bet, have you ever tried cane sugar? It's so much nicer. Fuck me, it's so much nicer. It's more natural, isn't it? Yorick prefers Ribena. I like Ribena too. I like Vimto as well. You don't like anything fizzy. You don't like the carbonated aspect to it. I get. Yeah, fair enough. If I was going to choose between the two, it'd be Coke all day long. Just tastes better. I know it's not healthy though, of course. I'm going quiet for a moment. I'm going to change that topic as well. 1 minute. Let me see. Coke's better if you had no choice. Yeah, I believe that too. I prefer that too. Of course. I'm going to change the topic a little bit. How do you know when to slow down? How do you know when to slow down? Anyway, Sandra's saying definitely Coca-Cola forever and classic. None of that zero sugar crap. No, man. If you're gonna do it, in my opinion, do it properly. If you're gonna drink Coca-Cola, drink the full fat. They call it full fat Coca-Cola here, the red one, the classic one. You're gonna do it right, man. Don't fuck around with that Pepsi Max, whatever. Each their own. Coca-Cola, what's it called? Diet Coke. Diet Coke, what a name. What a crock shit that is. Like Diet Coke, really. Is it aspartame, what's in it, which is just as bad as the sugar? Diet Coke, crazy thing to call it. Diet. Oh, have a nice Diet Coke, you'll be fine. It's like you're on a diet. It's like, no, it's not. So, such a false bit of advertising, of course, in my opinion. You don't drink it often, though. No, it's not something you should have all the time. It will wreak havoc on your health if you drink one every day. It's just going to be, it's poison, isn't it? But it's sweet tasting poison, basically. It's nice, though, don't get me wrong. When do you know how do you know when to slow down? I usually slow down when late, to be honest. Sadly, I usually slow down too late too. When I'm full of anxiety and you're trying to get better though. You're trying to get better. How are you gonna get better with that, Sander? Is the question. How do I know when to slow down? I feel really tired. And I think, fuck, I can't do any extra now. I can't go to the gym today. I think, fuck that. I need to just stay in. And if I'm at work, I just think, right, I'm going straight. I'm having a bath. I'm going to get clean. I'm going to eat. And I'm going straight to bed. I just know. I get irritable when I'm tired as well. And I get a bit moaning as well, if I'm honest. Probably get a bit annoying, let's be honest. I bet it must be annoying, fucker, listening to your body more, Brad. Yes, absolutely. You just feel it. You just don't feel great. Just like, and you start to, I notice that when I need to slow down, I start getting irritated more than I usually do. Things start to piss me off more. My tolerance levels are diminished. They're lowered. I have a lower threshold for bullshit. I get annoyed quicker and I can get annoyed more intensely. That's usually a sign that I'm tired. Sometimes as well, I feel like I'm ill. But I'm not. I'm just tired. So it's listening to your body thinking, do you know what? You need to slow down and recognizing it, basically. I think that's a good thing. I've gone to the gym in the past, really felt the pressure to go to the gym. And I've been so tired and I've just turned up and then I've just walked out. I've not even done anything. Has anyone ever done that? Anyway, I'll carry on. I'll ask one more question and then we'll go with it. Any plans for the week? Any plans for next week? So anyone got any plans for next week? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? I'm going away soon, by the way. I am going in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to Edinburgh. I'm going to watch the Scotland versus USA rugby union game at Murrayfield. I won't be doing a live then. I won't be able to. It's not doable. And in either world, I could do a live then, but I can't. There's too much going on. I've got a small time frame to achieve that. Finney Joseph. Finney is in the house, bro. Hi, Finney. How are you? My name's Brad. How are you doing? How's life, Finney? How are you doing? So any plans for next week? Anyway, sorry, I'm going to Edinburgh on Saturday. Fine, bro. Good to hear, Finney. Oh, good. Happy days, man. Happy days. I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing well. My name's Brad, by the way. If you've not seen this channel before, it's Inspirational Ambivert channel. I'm just doing a chilled one, mate. Just fucking open, free-flowing, open conversation. That's what we're going with, Finney. So, anyway, so what I was going to say, yes, I'm going to Edinburgh on Saturday. I'm going to go watch the game, Scotland versus USA, rugby union, which is the autumn internationals. I don't know if anyone follows that, but that's what I like to watch. And then in 2 weeks' time, on the 7th of November, I'm going on holiday. I'm going to Croatia. I'm going to Croatia for 2 weeks in November on holiday. So then I'm obviously going to be doing more lives then as well. I'm going to do walkarounds of Croatia as well, show you some of the sites, etc. But that's in 2 weeks' time. So, but anyway, so what are the plans for next week? What are the fucking plans for next week? Sorry, this might sound boring, but let's keep talking anyway. Fuck it. What was I going to say? I go to the gym. I'm not massive or anything. I go to the gym, but I keep myself fit, keep myself strong. I do circuit training. I do the bike. I do weight training the best I can. But I've got an injury, which is the tendons in my forearm. They're inflamed a little bit, so I feel pain. If I hold a jug, it hurts me on my elbow, which could relate to tennis elbow, which in relation to an injury that I have. And I'm doing rehabilitation exercises at the moment, and I fucking hate doing them. They're fucking boring. I hate doing rehabilitation exercises, but they're important, and it's helping me to heal. The tendons can be they can take a while to heal. That's what all I've got to say. They can be very temperamental, and it requires discipline and structure. But I can't do the exercises I used to do, which is very frustrating. But I've been doing rehabilitation exercises to try and heal myself, which I will do, of course. I'll achieve it, of course. One moment, sip of water. But they're not fun. Rehabilitation exercises are fucking tedious. They're not fun. They're not fun, in my opinion. I don't like doing them. And I'm going to see the physio on Saturday. That's what I'm doing next week on Saturday at 10 in the morning. Doesn't sound very exciting, that, but that's what I'm doing. So has anyone else that's watching got any plans for next week? I'm going to be ending the live soon, guys. If anyone comments, of course, I'll respond the best I can. I can see why. I'm thinking about my thoughts out here. I can really fucking see, right, people that do this type of thing that I'm doing, the people make videos, they become YouTubers. A lot of people don't last. They really don't, man. Only 6% of people who have YouTube channels, only 6% of YouTube channels become monetized. It's not a lot. A lot fail, man. A lot of people don't even get to 100 subscribers. They don't. They just fail. They think that they can make 1 or 2 videos, that it's going to blow up, and they're going to become very wealthy from it. And it's just far from the truth. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. I believe, in my opinion, sometimes I've talked about these things before. If it's a female and she has a little bit of cleavage or whatever showing, they'll get subscribers a lot quicker than I will, of course, because of the way they look and because of what they're presenting. Even if they're talking absolute dog shit, even if they're not saying a fucking word, they'll just get loads of fucking subscribers and loads of likes. But that's just the way the game goes, I suppose. But it's a very slow progress, and a lot of people don't make it on here. Anyway, Sander's saying, let's change topic a little bit. It's going off on a tangent there, but anyways, this is a chilled live vlog anyway. So Sander's saying, plans for next week, not many, but next Friday, I'm meeting a friend for a nice coffee, etc. Nice, Sander, good. It's good to do that. It's good to do that. Good to catch up with friends. Good to have a chat. Good to vent. Good to have someone to problem share is a problem have sometimes. It's good to have someone to talk to that you can relate to, that can understand where you're coming from. Absolutely. That's a good thing, Sander. Sander's then saying, Brad, I don't think even need a cleavage now, LOL nowadays. No, if it's a woman on here doing this, if you scroll down, whatever, you're on a live now, and if you'll know this, fuck's sake. You go through some of them and could be some of it's mad shit out there, don't get me wrong. It can be interesting, it can be funny, it can be weird. But a lot of them, it's a woman, all she does is write on herself. She doesn't say anything. She's got loads of people watching her, and she's got people saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, and they're sending loads of money, and she's just sat there saying nothing. Simps basically, simp-like behaviour. Trying to just get a crumb of an interaction off a woman via this medium. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good. Each their own. Crack on. Do what you fucking want. But I don't think it's good for you in the long term. So many desperados out there. LOL. Well, yeah, there is, Sander. Stop giving me business ideas, Brad. Yeah, crack on, Sander. Go for it. New Dragon's Den, isn't it? This is Dragon's Den, or whatever you want to call it. Or is it that thing in America they call it something else? Yorick saying maybe go Science Museum next week. You're going to the Science Museum. Go. That's a good one, Yorick. You've got a lot. You've got a wealth of options in London, Yorick, as well on your doorstep with regards to museums and sightseeing, haven't you? Good to utilise those. Good to utilise the environment within your demographics from where you live. Are you suggesting that I do that? Maybe. I'm going to do a walk around my neighbourhood one day, though. That's what I want to do. I'm going to do a live of me walking around Buckshaw Village. I need to do that soon. I'm going to do that absolutely. Santa's saying, I've seen a woman sleep on a live. Loads of views. Fuck me. So, yeah, that's it. It's a woman. She's in bed. She's asleep. She's doing fuck all. And loads of people will watch it. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. I try to have a bit of meaning towards mine. That's just me, though. Everyone's different. I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just different. That's all it is. It's just different. One's not better than the other. That'd be a bit arrogant of me to say. They're all just all different. I think, though, you need to be yourself on here. You need to be yourself. I think it shows through. If you're not really being yourself, I don't think it can work out in the long run. That's my opinion anyway. Santa's saying, sounds great, Yorick. I'm jealous. I love London. Yeah, London's got a wealth of opportunities, hasn't it? A lot going on. And especially if you live there, it's on your doorstep. Very expensive to live there, isn't it? I don't know loads about it because I've never lived there, if I'm honest. And I've only visited a few times. So yeah, what's my plans for next week? Working. Whoopie-doo. Sounds exciting. I'll be doing a live on Sunday, of course. I've got physio on Saturday. I'll try and fit another live in during the week if I can. The week after that, I'm going to Edinburgh, which is around the 1st of November. And then, God, I'm cracking on now. I'm going to stop in a minute. And then in 2 weeks, I'm going to Croatia on holiday for 2 weeks. On the 7th of November, I'm going to Croatia. I'm going to do some good content. I'm going to create some really good content in Croatia, by the way. Sanders showing me a picture of a pink fluorescent poo with a tongue coming out of it. There we go. Yeah, amazing. Right, I'm gonna stop now, guys. I don't, and I'll give it 10 more minutes. Let's just see. Open chat. Open chat. Let's see where it goes. Sanders sending me some smiley faces and a fucking goat. Why not? Why wouldn't you send a goat, Sander? Get a goat in there as well. Goats. I'm chatting shit now. Goat's cheese is nice, isn't it? Goat's cheese is nice. That's all I've got to say about that. Don't know about goat's milk though, but goat's cheese is fucking nice, especially on a pizza. It's really good. I'm seeing where the chat goes, if it goes anywhere at all. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Your soup is delicious, LOL. Oh, I'm hungry as well. It's chicken soup, isn't it, Sander? You're multitasking. So what you're doing, you're listening to me chat shit, of course, and you're eating soup. Sounds good. Chicken soup's really good for you. Healthy. I'm just chilling now, guys. It's an open chat. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll call it a day, of course. Thank you to anyone that's subscribed. It fucking means a lot. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for anyone that's commented. If you've got any suggestions about what you want me to talk about, please just go to my YouTube channel, go onto the community tab and just share your thoughts or whatever if you want to. If you don't have to, there's no fucking pressure, is there? And that's it, really. Yorick says, well done. What with the multitasking thing? They say men can't multitask, don't they? That's a saying. I don't think that's fucking true, man. I don't think that's true. I think that's just a saying. What do chefs do? What do chefs do? They multitask. What percentage of chefs are men? What percentage of the best chefs in the world are men? I'm not saying women can be good at these things, they can. Are they multitasking? They're fucking multitasking. So men can multitask. But that's just a saying, isn't it? In my opinion. And that's another one. Oh, you've got man flu, you've got man flu. Like, shut the fuck up. I think that's a lot of shit as well. That's my opinion. A lot of people won't agree with that shit. It's kind of saying that I'm a woman and I struggle with multitasking, LOL. Doric's dancing. I don't know what the fuck that is, Sander. I mean, 1 minute. I don't know what that red thing is, man. It's like an elf or something. I can't really see it. You've got a cat in a box. Why not? Man flu. It's done. Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's just like saying a man gets a little bit of a cold and then he's done. He can't do anything. He curls up in a ball like a little child, like a weak person. He can't operate. He can't do anything because he's got a bit of a cold and he calls it man flu. I don't think that's always true, man. I don't think that's always true. No. Why not woman flu? I think people have different reactions to things, men and women. Some people can be very dramatic and they get a little thing wrong with them and they just fold over. And other people can deal with so much. They've got so much resilience, men and women. I think it depends on the person, not just men or not just women. It depends on the person and their psychology and how they think and how they respond to stress and pressure. Oh, it's a gorilla. Thanks for telling me, Sandy. It's a gorilla that you've shared with us. Thank you. Why is there no woman flu? I don't know. Good question. Why is there no woman flu? It's got to be fair, hasn't it? We have woman flu as well. Santa's saying, Yorick, I'm the worst sick person ever, LOL. Why are you the worst sick person ever, Sander? Then I've got a monkey with a fucking hammer in its hand going on there. Wonder what that little wonder what the monkey is. It reminds me of a proverb: hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, which is the three monkeys, isn't it? Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I've got like an ornament that has that. I like the philosophy of that. That's a new emoji. What? The monkey with the hammer. Right. I'm chilling. I'll have a few more minutes, guys. Then I'm going to have to stop. They should have the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkey. Yes, they should. I can get it for you if you want. Give me a second. I'm going to get it. Why not? One moment. I can actually get that physically. One moment. Just give me one moment, guys. I'll go and get it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. This is it. I've got it in my hand. One moment. Don't know why I'm showing you this. But as you can see, there. Speak no evil. Speak no evil. See no evil. Hear no evil. That's the ornament I got. It says Darwin. Darwin at the bottom. You can't really see it from there. It wasn't that expensive. It's not like it's I got it from Amazon. It was about £25, Yorick. It's not worth a lot of money or anything. I just like it's just an ornament I bought. I like the philosophy of it. I like what it means. I don't always achieve this. It's hard to achieve. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Basically, don't be infected by toxicity. I love the philosophy of it. The three monkeys. The three monkeys. Yeah. I'll show you again just for laugh. There we go. That's it. If more people could live like that, that'd be probably better, wouldn't it? The world probably be a better place if we achieved that philosophy more, let's say. Yeah, I think you can get it off Amazon, mate. It's not like it's an antique or anything. It's not like it's worth loads of money. I just like the meaning behind it. And I like the ornament, so I just bought it. I bought it off Amazon about 5 years ago. Santa's saying you love that. I like it too. Like the philosophy behind it, always. Cheeky monkeys, yeah. Santa's sending out some whistles. They're really cute. Those monkeys look like they've had one too many beers. Yeah, they're probably a little bit pissed. Sorry, guys, that anyone's just started watching. I'm just going quiet for a while. Just an open chat, going with the flow kind of thing. Just chilling, man. Fucking chilling. Does anyone know where that originated from? Does anyone know where that originated from? Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Does anyone know where it came from? Does anyone know who wrote it? Who thought of it? I don't know who it is. Sanders Musaka is going to be ready soon. Good for you, Sander. That sounds good. Why? Let's break it down. Hear no evil. Let's break it down, man. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So hear no evil. You know, basically, you've got someone who's fucking chatting shit. You've got someone who's spewing negativity. You've got someone who's slagging people off all the time. You've got someone who's creating fucking drama all the time. And you're listening to it. You choose not to hear it though. Don't fucking listen to it. Switch it off. It's bullshit. It's bile. And it's going to take your energy. It's Japanese. Fucking thank you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I learned something new. I should know that, but I don't. So hear no evil. I'm blocking it out. Even speak no evil for the trolls because they're speaking the shit. Speak no evil. Try not to say too many, but obviously it's easier said than done. Speak no evil. I struggle with speak no evil sometimes because I think that person's an absolute arsehole and I'm going to fucking verbalise that. I'm going to say it at some point if someone's a proper arsehole, but that's me speaking evil, isn't it? It's easier said than done, but I try and stop myself. You're not going to get this perfectly with this whole hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. But speak no evil, no, because it's gonna affect you as well potentially if you do too much of this. I suppose seeing no evil is just not looking at the bad things, looking away from the bad things potentially. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for today. I think I've said enough. I think I've done enough. I've done the best I can. I will be live again at some point. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. Look after each other. I know life's not always easy. I know life can be difficult. I know it can be hard, but keep going. Don't give up. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for your time and goodbye, guys. Thank you for your time. See you soon. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon.